everybody, and welcome back to Out of the Barn Crochet Creations. I'm Molly, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today we are spinning the wheel. Actually, this whole week we are spinning the wheel. We are spinning a wheel with a bunch of different options on the wheel, and we are spinning two wheels. We're spinning the second wheel for how many to do. And at first I had up to eight on the second wheel, and I did it. I did the 8. But I don't want to do that again. So I deleted 8, and so now the highest number is 7. Because realistically, it took me 3 days to get these 8 finished completely, and that's just not going to work. So, if I want this to come out next week, or this week at all, maybe next week, probably next week. If I want this to come out next week, I need to be realistic. And realistically, infant and this challenge, I can't do 8 plus. I do have 7 on the board, and there's a couple that could come out pretty sketchy if I have to do 7 of them, but we will see how the wheel spins. So, first of all, unfortunately, I did not record the wheel spinning the first time, and I will tell you what I got on the wheel. I got tiny kitties. So, Poggy Place has a new pattern pack out, for really tiny kitties, really tiny animals, really tiny. And then she has her regular cats that are still very small and easy to make. So I also am using yarn, so I used up this yarn that I had left over. Thanks to my kid, she told me to use it up, and it was perfect. But I made 8 kitties. 6 of them were this color, and then 2 of them are this color. So this is it's Chenille Home Slim in this color. I don't know what colorway it is, but it makes a perfect tabby cat. And then the next yarn that I used is it's the size of Bernat basically. It's a Premier Basics Chenille Multi, and the colorway is Cuddles. It's Cuddles. Okay. So anyway, I made 2 of these in this color because if you use the teeny tiny pattern, you can get the same size cats just about. If you use, now these are a little bit bigger because it's slightly larger than like Posh or Parfait Chunky, but if I were to use Parfait Chunky, the cats would be exactly the same size. So they're pretty much the same size. If I use the larger cat and then the small cat for the bigger yarn. So that works out nice. I used a 6.5mm hook for the cats with the thicker yarn, and a 5mm hook for the thinner yarn. And so I've made 8 of these, and I will try to put them in my hands. But so I'll edit all that out. So here are my 8 cats. So we're going to spin the wheel again. We're spinning the first wheel for the second time. Ooh. Oh. I thought it was going to land on capybaras. Booty mushrooms. Alright, I need to replace those anyway. Yes. And then we have to decide how many. I'm going to go to the other wheel. 7 is our max, but we'll see how many we get. Two. Alright, so 2 booty mushrooms. Okay, so I finished the 2 mushy booty mushrooms. So the pattern is by Crochet. It's free on Instagram. And I was going to make the little ones with Posh or Parfait Chunky, but I was talked into some chunky mushrooms. So here they are. Oh my gosh, they're so big and cute. And I'm super happy I did it. I was talked into it. So these are fidgets, and they have big, chunky booties. And they're made with way thicker yarn, so they came out huge. And the yarn I used for the caps is Dreamland, Cover Story Dreamland. And this one is Fairy Garden. The other one's Rainbow. I don't know if that's the official name, but it's Rainbow. And I want to make more, so I put the Mushy Boys, or I keep calling them Mushy Boys. I put the booty mushrooms back on the wheel just in case that I can do them again, because I kind of want to make more. I don't know if I'll make them small or big, but I'm kind of leaning towards big because they're kind of cute. Aren't they cute? Isn't it cute? Anyway, there we go. There's our 2 mushrooms, and we're going to spin the wheel again. This is the 3rd time total spinning the wheel. And we are getting, ooh, angry geese. Yay! And let's go to the number. Oh gosh, I hope it's not a lot. These take a while. Oh my gosh, please don't. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. 1 is fine. Okay, alright, I can do 1 angry goose. That's not a problem. Last time we spun the wheel, we got 1 angry goose. And here he is. He has a little bit of orange fuzzies on him, but I will clean that up. He's beautiful, he's angry, he's majestic. The pattern is by Crochet Grove, and I've just adapted it slightly from a cute little docile shelf goose to an angry, raging angry goose. I mentioned that in the pattern, or in a video before, that I just moved the wings, made them slightly bigger, and added angry eyes, and then I did adjust where the feet go, but ultimately the pattern is still hers. I used almost completely the pattern word for word, so it is still hers, just adjusted slightly to make an angry goose. Super cool. I love it because geese inherently are very angry. You may have seen them in my previous video, but they're loud and angry. Anyway, so the goose is done and we are ready to spin again. Slightly different wheel because it gets deleted when I turn off my computer. So we are going to spin the wheel for the 4th time, I think. 3rd time on camera, 4th time total. And we're going to see what we have to do, and then we're going to see how many we have to do with another wheel. So here we go. Okay. Chicks with frog hats. Yay! We're going to remove that, and we're going to go see how many we have to make. Here we go. And the answer is 3. All right, 3 chicks with frog hats. That is easy peasy. Awesome. Okay, so I got the 3 chicks done. Here's 2. And then here's the last one. Oh, I forgot to put eyes on the green one. On the dark green one. Ah, I forgot to put eyes. I'll do that. And then we'll spin again. And then I actually have a 4th one that I've got done. Almost, except I have to close up its butt. And then I have 2 more that I just decided to make extras because 3 wasn't very many. And I am trying to market prep here, the last minute market prep. But I think I ran out of 12mm eyes, and that's a problem because I use them all the time on these little market prep things. So I've got some coming Wednesday, but that might not be soon enough because, you know, I'll only have Wednesday and Thursday to market prep after that. And that's it. At least until this weekend's market. There is another market the next weekend. So, anyway, I got 3 of these done, almost 4. But there's 2 more that I didn't finish, which is fine. We're going to spin again. And this will be our last spin, I think. Alright, so we are spinning again for the final time for this video. Car hanger sugar gliders. Okay. And now we're going to see how many. Four is a good number. All right, that is what we're going to do next, and then we will wrap up this video. So my last spin of the wheel, I got 4 sugar glider hangers, and I just finished them. Car hangers. So here they are. So here they are. They're adorable. They're cute. They're fast. They're by the Crochet Zoologist on Etsy, and she's on. They're on Instagram. They're adorable. They're fast. I really like them. They do hang a little wonky, in my opinion. Like when you hang them, they kind of do that. But honestly, I think it's just because their butts are a little light, so they don't kind of hang down very well. But they're super cute. I love them. And I've got them done. And that's going to end the video. That's going to end the video because I think I spun 5 times over the last week. We did really good. We did everything we spun. And we market prepped a little bit. I kind of wish I would have had some higher numbers for some of the items. The small items. That's why I did a little extra for the chicks with hats. My eyes did come in, so I will be finishing the last 2 chicks with hats that I did not completely finish. And then I will be I have one more day for the market prep, and I have to tag items, and then I will be set for this weekend. Kat from Kat's Crafty Crochet Corner will be with me in Ohio this weekend for the 3-day market, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna hang out. I'm gonna get a little bit of break from the kids, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun to hang out with somebody from the Discord and one of my good friends. So super excited to hang out with her and sell our plushies together. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys later in the next video. Hopefully I'll be able to tell you how I did. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye. If you like this video, please consider liking it and subscribing to the channel so you can catch me when I post more content. And I will see you later. Thank you for being here.